Mona Park Ladies Open. Im Jin Hee took a two-shot advantage into Sunday, and she's doubled that, going 1 under par in her first 8 holes. 3 players nipping at her heels at 5 under: Choi Yo-rim, Choi Min-kyung, and the rookie sensation Lee Yi-won. 800 million Korean won, the prize purse up for grabs this week at the Birch Hill course. 144 million up top for the lady who will be crowned the 8th winner of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Timothy Lowe here. Good to have your company this Sunday afternoon. Should be in for a rather interesting closing 9 holes. Well, 10 holes if you're Park Gi-yeol, Lee Won, and the leader, Im Jin Hee, who has looked unflappable through the first 36 holes of this championship. The only bogey she's made, or the only bogeys she's made throughout the first 3 days, well, have come at this par 4 ninth. Bogeyed it Thursday and Friday, but she's been unflappable and imperious other than that. The swing working well. It's not what you would call the textbook golf swing, very shut at the top, but does rotate very nicely, keeps that club face nice and square through the impact area, and it's seen her build a 4-shot lead. Yoon Ina, the 18-year-old rookie, sits 4th on the rookie points race through 12 events. Started the day as Im Jin Hee's closest pursuer at 6 under, but she's fallen back just a touch, courtesy of a double bogey 7 at the par 5 third. Yet to record a birdie today, Ina, but there's a lot to admire about the swing of this 18-year-old, powerfully built, so technically sound. She'll be keen to try to make inroads into the lead of Im Jin Hee. Park Gi-yeol, the third and final player in the final grouping this Sunday afternoon. Bogey at her first hole, picked up a birdie at the 5th, but just dropped another one at the 6th, so she's also at 4 under. And that group that includes Yoon Ina and Park Hyun-kyung. Gi-yeol, much more old-school, traditional golf swing, a bit long and across the line at the top, but times it up beautifully at the bottom of the swing, and as so many players on the KLPGA Tour do, turn into a nice, balanced follow-through. It's Gi-yeol first to play. Slight downhill lie into the 9th, but you're playing to an elevated green. Always makes things just a little bit tricky. Today on this 9th, just guarded by that deep, long bunker on the right-hand side of the green. 5 paces from the right edge, 29 from the front. She's 5 back, needs something to try to kickstart a charge. Oh, that one, very nicely played. She's staying aggressive, and that's what you like to see from Park Gi-yeol. 26-year-old has 1 win, but that came 4 years ago at the Seokyeong Networks Ladies Classic. Lost her card at the end of last season, but got her back at Q School to secure full playing rights for 2022. But it's this lady that they are all chasing. Im Jin Hee, 24-year-old leader. Good angle in left edge of the fairway. It's an 8-iron to a hole that has given her problems through the first 36 holes. Not today. That's an excellent shot from Im Jin Hee. Now Yoon Ina playing in the final group for the first time on the KLPGA Tour. Did have a win last year on the secondary Dream Tour at Phoenix Country Club. Closing round of 63 saw her win by a single shot. She's made over 136 million Korean won already through 11 starts this year, only missed 3 cuts. Currently sits 23rd on the money list and 4th on that Rookie of the Year points list. And what we saw on day 1 is it's certainly shifted. It's at an awfully long way. The key thing is, can she take advantage of booming tee shots? And can she stand up to Sunday afternoon pressure on the KLPGA Tour. Just a little flick of a wedge left in here from 98 meters. That's more like it. Very good shot. The 19-year-old Yoon Ina. So your final 3 ball, all with birdie looks to come at the par 4 9th. Lee So Mi has to get to the group at 4 under. Oh, well done. Dropped a shot at the start of her back 9, but she's got it back quickly with a birdie there at 11. It's been a rather adventurous route taken up the par 5 10th for Choi Min Kyung. It's now her 4th shot to a hole that a lot of players will be keen to pick up shots on. Under pressure to save par is Choi Min Kyung. And that one is going to go scampering on about 15 feet past Min Kyung and Lee E1. Closest pursuers to Im Jin Hee at 5 under par. Showing your rim also on that mark. Just off the left edge of the green is Park So here. It's to her 4th shot. Slightly simpler task than Min Kyung's pitch. Oh, do it! Oh! Unlucky. Great effort from So here. Open with a pair of 70s this week. Low round of the year has been a 69. Drop shots against 3 birdies on her outward half of 37, currently at 3 under. Park Hyun Kyung, she's at 4 under in the group ahead, doesn't like this second shot. Oh, well, we can't understand why, because that's pretty good from Park Hyun Kyung. A birdie look for the 4-time KLPGA Tour champion. Back at 9, Park Gi-yeol narrowly lost her card at the end of 2021. Currently 3rd on the money list through a dozen events in 2022. This left a writer for a birdie to take her out in 36 shots. Brilliant from Park Gi-yeol. That's what you want to see. A brave second shot to this back right hole. A nice putt that finds its target. Park Gi-yeol back to 5 under par, within 4 of Im Jin Hee. Lee So Mi. 3-12. 23-year-old 3-time titleist, 5-time titleist, excuse me. Hasn't picked up a trophy since the 2021 Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open at the start of the year. It was an absolute picture of consistency last season. 11 top 10s, 8 of them top 5s, and with shots like that you can see why she is one of the standout stars of the KLPGA Tour. Birdie opportunity awaits for Lee So Mi. This too is a birdie look for Im Jin Hee to conquer her nemesis hole this week at Birch Hill and to get to double digits under par. Oh, so very nearly. But for the first time this week, Im Jin Hee records a 4 at the 9th. Her lead is 4 with 9 holes to play. Kyung for her part at the 10th to stay in what is now a four-way tie of second. That's not what you want to do to start the back nine when you're chasing a player like Im Jin Hee. So she slides back to 4 under par. First drop shot of the afternoon for Choi Min Kyung could be costly in the grand scheme of things. Back at 9, this is what Yoon Ina needs to do if she wants to be holding silverware in about 2.5 hours' time. Take advantage of her length, hold a couple of putts, put a little pressure on Im Jin Hee. It's a great look for birdie to get to 5 under par as well. Well done. Yoon Ina opens her account Sunday afternoon with a birdie at the 9th. Goes out in 37, but joins the chasing pack at 5 under within 4 of Im Jin Hee. Just carried enough pace to fall in over the front right edge. A lovely 3 for Yoon Ina. Park Yoon Kyung to get to the congested mark of 5 under par. Well done. It's been a welcome return to form this week for a lady who's only notched 2 top 10s so far in 2022. Has yet to miss a cut, but hasn't been much of a factor on a weekend this season. Somi, guess what this is to get to 5 under. They can't all go in, can they? Now, unfortunately for Somi, it's been the story of her season. Just hasn't been able to get putts to drop. Good tee shot, but only a 3 at the 12th. The weather has been set fair for the 3rd day in a row here at the Birch Hill course at the Yongpyong Ski and Golf Resort, and it's Im Jin Hee who's enjoying the view from the top of the leaderboard, the 24-year-old with a 4-shot lead as we hit the back nine Sunday afternoon. wherever in the world you join us from, welcome to the final round of the McCol Motor Park Ladies Open. This is Lee E1, KLPGA Tour rookie looking to break out of the group at 5 under. Just shaves the left edge of the cup. She's the runaway leader at the top of the rookie point standings for 2022. No missed cuts, a runner-up at the match play. Third as well for Lee E1 and a couple of top sixers, including the KLPGA Championship. Choi Min Kyung out of the left rough at the 11th, trying to get this one to chase on, and chase it will. How's this for a golf shot from Choi Min Kyung? Dropped a shot at 10, but she's going to get it back straight away after that delightful shot into the 11th. Choi Rim got a line read off playing partner Lee E1's putt. Just doesn't move back right at the end. Oh, and it's a carbon copy for Choi Rim. Top 5 finish at Gimhae Gaya earlier in the year, the next Sensate 9 Masters, but has been relatively quiet ever since. Your leaders have made the turn, so let's take you through the first challenge they'll face on the inward Birch 9 here at Birch Hill Golf Club, the downhill par 5-10. You play from elevated tee to a slender fairway with just one bunker up the left-hand side that will give the players something to think about. Don't stray too far right because there's a whole forest of birch trees ready to gobble up your golf ball. This green is gettable in two for the longer hitters. Shorter hitters will look to lay it up in this spot just short of that centrally placed fairway bunker. The green is one of the bigger ones you'll find at the golf club. 39 yards long. The pin today cut all the way in the back right section of this green. 27 from the front and 6 from the right. You can tell from the heat map on the green right now that everything slopes from back to front. Already had an eagle this afternoon from Park Bo Kiom earlier. Bo Kiom at 3 under par for the championship. Had it to 4 under with an eagle here before dropping a shot at the 13th. Eel, I think she's going to be able to reach the green from this spot, so it's just about laying this one up to a nice full yardage. Can't see the landing zone, always makes things challenging, playing over this large fairway bunker. Chip a little 5-iron back into play, keep it short of that centrally placed fairway bunker at 75 meters from the green. That should be okay. Park Eel. Great view from behind the green at what faces the players. He just nestled into the secondary cut of rough. Doesn't need to do anything crazy with a 4-shot lead. Just pop it back into play. Just like that. Ina, we saw her venturing into the foliage left of this 10th, but luckily for Ina, it's not too far off the straight and narrow, but unfortunately for the big hitter, takes up the option of attacking in two, so a layup as well for Ina. First things first, make sure you clear that lip back in the fairway, try to make birdie the conventional way. Four players sit just 4 shots back of Kim Jin-hee's lead. We're going to see some back 9 fireworks over the next 2 hours. Just a formality, you feel, for Choi Min Kyung to join that group at 5 under. So the 5 at 5. 4 shots behind. Im Jin Hee. Choi Min Kyung collects a bounce back birdie at the par 4 11th. Plenty of points up for grabs this week for that Hazi's points list, and of course there is that 144 million Korean won first place paycheck to talk about as well. 32 billion Korean won to be dispersed throughout the 2022 season, 10.7 of which already doled out over the first dozen events this year. Points leader and moneyless leader Park Min-ji not playing this week, but we'll expect to see her back next week in defense of her Taibo House D Open title. A couple of notable big names to miss the cut. The defending champion Choi Ye-rim, Yoo Hae-ran, one-time money and points list leader, and Oh Ji-hyun, 7-time titleist, all fall into the cut mark that came at 4 over par at the conclusion of play Saturday evening. Ina down in the fairway, just about see the top of the flagstick there, just to the left of the TV tower. It's 136 meters left. Does play slightly uphill. Ina looking out to the left. Trying to hold on to that club face. Keep it square. Oh, keep it square, she did. I think that birdie on 9 really settled her down. That's a fine shot from Ina. Watch this one again. Just a little flighted short iron for the 19-year-old. Pitched that on the correct here, got it to land nice and soft. That's left to cut the lead to 3. It's not shying away from the challenge. Ina, 2 titles in 2021 on the Dream Tour. Im Jin Hee's lone KLPGA Tour victory at the Hankyong Ladies Cup last season. The day in 13th, down to the final round of 66, birdie in her final 2 holes. Edge out 7 players by a shot. The group that included Jang Hana and Park Hyun-kyung. There's no question she can perform under pressure. How is she going to handle sleeping on the lead? Second shot, third shot, 5-10. Very solid all week long, hitting plenty of good shots just like that. It's a good response to Ina's fine approach. Veteran. 24 years of age. Eel, she's 26 and just coming out of the first cut of rough. Not going to be able to get as much spin on the ball. It looks like it's teed up nicely. Should be able to get lots of elevation on this. Just the difference there between coming out of the fairway and even the first cut of rough. Not too bad, just through the green for Park Gi-yeol at the 10th, but a pair of fine shots from Im Jin Hee and particularly Yoon Ina leave them with good birdie looks up to 11. EE1. Just 19 years of age, is 6th on the KLPGA Tour money list right now. Stroke finish coming at Bears Best at the Lotte Championship just over a month ago. Just judge the line release very nicely there from 122. Such an impressive young player. Just a couple years older at 23. 16 left, looks to be coming out of the fairway. Just pitched a little soft in the front of the green. Touch unlucky. The lady who sits 36th on the money list into this week. Kyung coming up well short at the 12th. A bit unlucky with that second bounce, just scooted forward off the fringe, so what to be done again to avoid another drop shot. Now back to 10 and Giel. Just releasing through the green with that third shot, but plenty of green to work with for the fourth.
슬라이스 살짝 내리막을 봐야 될 것 같아. 많진 않은데.
Interestingly enough,
여기에서
the flat stick is normally quite a proficient chipper of the golf course. Park Giel.
많진 않아. 여기까지.
That line looks to be okay. Certainly tempted her enough to opt for the flat stick. And well, the old adage holds true. We talk about chipping shots from off the green. A bad putt is always going to be better than a bad chip. So the percentage play.
그 중간에 여기서 좀 꾸준히 있어.
Kenny was just mentioning it's going to be fairly flat at the start, and right about where he was pointing, 8 feet short of the hole, that's when it should start to work its way back to the right. Remember from the heat map, it's 10th green. Slopes very gently from back to front. Was asking for that to go. The line was good, just lacked a bit of pace. Park Giol. Best finish of the year coming back at Kim Hae Kai at the next Sensate 9 Masters. Third place behind Yoo Ran that week. Shortest par 4 on the golf course is where we find a group of Lee So-Mis. Kyung Kyung just out of the left edge of the fairway. Pins only 8 paces on the front. And for downhill lie, tough to get close to. He's so precise with your distance control to stick it near this flag. Yeah, that's just the case. Downhill lie, that ball coming out in a flatter trajectory, just skips through for Park Hyun Kyung. Now Im Jin Hee to really put the squeeze on the chasers is for birdie to get to 10 under par. First woman to double digits under par this week. Could it be here and now on the 10th for Im Jin Hee? Pours it in the middle. She's not giving them a look. Im Jin Hee. It's the 12th birdie of the week. Just look at this. Perfect pace. Perfect line. And it's a perfect 10 under par. The lady who leads this championship right now by 5. Up to the 12th, and Min Kyung for her par. Gotta have it to keep her hopes alive. Yes, well done. She knows what that meant. Little fist pump. Nice up and down after a clunky tee shot for Choi Min Kyung. Hole just got a little bit smaller for Yun Ina here. It still should be a formality. Well done. Good birdie 4 for Yun Ina, breaks out of the group at 5 under, but gains no ground on Im Jin Hee. Still trails by 4. Sharia Rim hit on 11 with his left to righter. Move about a foot and a half towards the penalty area right of this green. Stayed low all the way. Choi Ye-rim. Kaya. 5th place that week at Giyol. To avoid what Choi Min Kyung did earlier. Yeah. No mistakes. Well done for Park Giyol. But Im Jin Hee really making it tough for the chasers, not giving them anything. Iwon to join her fellow rookie at 6 under par. Some solid tees to green. The putters have been cooperating so far this week. Not here on 11. Chances birdies to start her back nine slipping by. 10 and 11, so she won't take any steps closer to Im Jin Hee. Just making her way up to the 11th tee. One ahead of the green. Shot behind Yun Ina. Put together quite a run here on day one. Slow start, it was 2 over through her first 6. Birdied 7, 8, 9. Just short of the green and 2 on 10. Didn't get up and down for birdie, and then got up to this 11th hole and holed out for an eagle 2. En route to an opening round of 67. 19-year-old with the honour on this 369-metre par 4. Left half of the fairway ideal. Left rough wouldn't be as penal as it's been in the past. It's okay. First cut of rough with a slight downhill lie. To the green to check in on Lee Iwon. Brush this one in to remain at 5 under. 11 straight bars on Sunday for Lee Iwon. Not going to cut the mustard against Im Jin Hee, who leads at 10 under. Case of catch me if you can. Certainly been hitting the ball best tee to green this week in Jin Hee. Keeping her cool in the South Korean summer, looking for a second KLPGA Tour title. Giyol wants to play. Starting up the left-hand side, not going to catch the fairway. But we've seen before that left rough to a right pin on 11 today. Not a horrible spot to be. So it opens up the angle of the green just a touch. Nice crowds tailing this final group this afternoon. We're about 150 kilometers east of Seoul. Just a reminder of what I was mentioning earlier. This was Yun Ina on day one. 75 meters. Couldn't draw it up any prettier. It was an eagle 2. 5 under par. And that full stretch from 7 through 11 on day one. Could we potentially see a repeat performance here in the final round? She certainly could use it. Im Jin Hee's lead has doubled through 10 holes. It's the 24-year-old at 10 under par in control of this championship. Just hasn't really been a spark for Lee Won so far in this final round. Hasn't put a foot wrong, no shots dropped, but no birdies either. She's at another stellar iron shot into the 12. Leaves herself about 15 feet. Try to inch her way closer to the tournament lead. Up at 13, Park Hyun Kyung. From long range, downhill, working away from her for birdie. Good for line, just lacking in pace a touch from Park Hyun Kyung. So it should be good enough to secure a 4. And she was 5 under par through 16 holes yesterday for a late bogey at 17, saw her sign for a 68. So she can make birdies in bunches. We've seen that in the past. Choi Yeon-woo got a line read off Hyun Kyung. Can she take advantage of that? Wants to join the very busy target at 5 under. How about it, Choi Yeon-woo? That's a 4th birdie in a 7-hole stretch, and it takes her to 5 under. Rough start, 2 over through 6, but now moves into that tie for 3rd. Well done. Hyun Kyung looking to brush this one in for a 4. Well done. Good par. The deficit is 6 for Park Hyun Kyung. Back down to the 11th, and great illustration of what Park Hyo faces. It's the biggest green on the golf course. The 11th, it's almost 50 yards long, but the pin, just that front third, the front right section Friday afternoon, it's a couple of feet further on, and players have been able to take advantage of the lack of spin coming out of the rough. So Lee Won do it, so Choi Min Kyung do it. Just pitch this 4 paces short of the green. It will release out. It almost collects towards that right hole position of this left rough. That's been her best stuff off the tee. Going to the green, I should say, for Park Hyo. Only hit half of her greens in regulation. She scrambled well today. Call me a crazy man, but I almost prefer this angle and this kind of shot for Park Hyo. Certainly simpler when you think about the margin for error. Land it short, it should scamper along. Don't need to worry about spin or sucking it back. Doesn't kick on if you land it in the rough. Tugged second shot into the 11th for Park Hyo. Ball striking woes for Park this afternoon. That's what Sunday pressure can do to you. You wouldn't know it looking at Im Jin Hee. Obviously coming out of the fairway, going to be able to get a lot more spin control. This, it's an 8-iron from 105. Seems like plenty of club, perhaps just trying to feather one in. Anything left of the pin. And he needs to flirt with the trap. Abbreviated follow through. Just past the pin. Well played. It's been a real clinic Im Jin Hee's putting on at the Birch Hill course this week. Just in that first cut or off, a slight downhill line. It's going to come up a fraction flatter. There's 89 meters left. You need to land this short of the hole, just have it release. Just carried it a fraction too far, Ina. there this afternoon. Temperatures just about 30 degrees Celsius. Down to 14. Park Hyun-kyung bunkered off the tee. Tabletop green. Pin smack in the middle of it though, so it's accessible. She'll get plenty of spin from the fairway trap. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Eighth playing of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open, and it's Im Jin Hee who enjoys a 4-shot cushion with 8 holes left to play this final round at the Yongpyong Ski and Golf Resort. Yoon Ina, the 19-year-old rookie, nipping at her heels, and a congested group of players at 5 under par, just 5 shots back. I've seen this play before. Guillaume, the putter from off the green. Long range putt though. Working to her right and way down towards that penalty area. Right to the 11th. All about pace here. Anything within 3-4 feet, happily take it. Started right, hung right for Guillaume, but excellent touch from Park. Can E1 finally find a 3, a 2? No, not to be, and look at that one go rolling on by for Lee Won. She's got to be careful she doesn't force the issue here. She's hitting good shots. Important to stay patient with the putter. A little further back, Ina. Usually break towards the water, but this one wants to move just a fraction right or stay pretty straight in the end. A little mound at the front left of the green, and Yoon Ina has drained it. 3 birdies on the bounce for the 19-year-old. Talk about a bounce back after that double bogey at 3. Well, she closes the gap to just 3 now against Im Jin Hee, who still has a birdie look to come. Choi Min Kyung up on the 13th. And we saw Choi Yun Woo hold about 20 minutes ago. That's on a pretty nice line. Choi Min Kyung, she's making her move. Joins, gets up to 6 under par. Got ahead of myself there. Just forgot that Yoon Ina popped that one in to get to 7. So Choi Yun Woo moving a little bit closer to Im Jin Hee. Can Choi Rim back at 12 get to stay at 5? No, not to be for Choi Rim. So a drop shot slips her out of the top 5 and into a share of 7th at 4 under par. Now E1. Testy length comebacker for par. Yeah, but she's up to the task. No mistake. You don't have nerves at the age of 19. Don't have enough scar tissue built up through the years. That's a nice par saver for Lee E1. Can Im Jin Hee respond to that beautiful birdie from Yoon Ina? Half the distance and on a very similar line. Oh, stays right for Im Jin Hee. With a 3-shot cushion, not pushing any panic buttons yet. Park Hyun Kyung, bit unlucky in that second shot. Carried that another couple of yards, it would have stayed in that bowl. But still, a chance for a birdie. Is it going to turn that much? Just a fraction high. Park Hyun Kyung, who is running out of holes. Just 4 left to play. Not too many mistakes this week. Opened with that 73. A couple of late bogey yesterday. 3 drop shots today.
뭐 드실래요?
Choi Rim heading to the snack stand
이건 뭐예요?
on the back of the 13th tee. A couple of delectable delights offered to the players this week from one of the local bakeries in the area. You can grab as many as you'd like here, Rim. Caddies are more than welcome too. It's so important to keep your energy levels and sugar levels up as you're playing golf. Takes a lot out of you. this game, especially if you're trying to chase down Im Jin Hee. Ina on a tear with a 7-iron. Keep the pressure on. Oh, she would have liked that one in the air, straight over the flagstick. It's good to see, not shying away from the challenge. Yoon Ina.
너무 아프네.
There's that
저
bun.
먹다 체하겠어요.
Your rib. Nutrition. Such a big factor in trying to compete at the top level. Stay hydrated. Stay fed. Not easy walking around these slopey hills at Birch Hill. Jin Hee with a 7-iron as well. Trap a little draw in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Use the slope nicely. Very intelligent shot from Im Jin Hee. I mean, how do you catch a player who's hitting shots like that, hole after hole, and you're spotting her 2 shots at the start of the day? Just a packed lunch for Im Jin Hee, perhaps a couple of grapes. Tupperware, Park Gi-yeol did pop that one in for a par back at 11, so she's still at 5 under. Lots to play to this first of 2 par 3s on this inward half. Successful hole location, front and left here. Only this hole yesterday, and it's an 8-iron for Park Gi-yeol. Perhaps the wind just freshening a little bit, helping. Good shot for Park Gi-yeol. That's 3 excellent tee shots on this 12th hole from the final group of the day. E1, hole ahead with a 3-wood. All about finding this narrow fairway at the short par 4. And that was not accomplished with that tee shot. For Park Gi-yeol, you don't find the fairway. It's tough to access the front left hole. We'll scuttle up a bit and check in on Park So-hye at the 14th, also coming out of the rough. 108 meters left. That pin's in a little bowl. Throw it out, land on the front right of the green, just have it bank around. Easy, easy. Lovely shot for Park So-hye. Chance to get back to where she began the day. 4 under par. Huge week for a player like Park. Outside the top 80 on the money list. Lots of cash up for grabs at the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open this week. Choi Min Kyung, awful looking lie in the right rough, but only 89 meters left. Not going to be able to stop it with spin, so she'll have to do it with trajectory. That one coming out of the stratosphere and pitching in the perfect spot. Wonderful shot from Choi Min Kyung at the 14th. Chance for back-to-back birdies. Ina trained a beautiful putt for birdie to keep her streak going back at 11. It's slightly shorter here at the 12th, but similar looking putt. Will wiggle to her left, but she's coming downhill the first half of this putt. So it eases off as it gets to the hole. We've seen from Lee Won's in the penultimate group, if you just get a little bit too rambunctious, not out of the realm of possibility to have a 6-7 footer coming back. Has to continue to keep the pressure on Im Jin Hee. Oh, she's gone and done it again. That's 4 in a row from Yun Ina. She's on a tear now, within 2 of Im Jin Hee. Well worth another look for the rookie here. Just had to get that started down the hill. Moves back to the left, right about there. Quality stuff. She has entertained the galleries gathered at the Yongpyong Resort today. Oh. He's giving Im Jin Hee something to think about. Bun consumed back on the tee box, and fairway found for Choi Rim on 13. How close can she get it to this front hole location? 96 meters left, wedge in hand, should get lots of spin. Contact sounded good. Not bad, well done. That's one birdie on 12. Can Gio make it 2? Just right at the start, and then wants to come back left as it approaches the hole. I don't think it's going to come back that much, Gio. You see that flag flapping in the breeze? It appears to be freshening. We haven't had too much wind through the first 2 days at Birch Hill. It could make for some interesting scoring of the home stretcher holes. E1. Lie looks okay. 79 meters to go. Yep, that's the problem. See a lot of players coming out the rough, end up in that spot. On this 13th green. Shortest hole on the golf course, but it is tricky. Im Jin Hee. Good tee shot. This to return her advantage to 3. It's a bit of a Graham McDowell-esque pop stroke that has served Im Jin Hee well. Long backswing and just stabby follow through. Outside right edge putt. That's a response from a champion. Im Jin Hee says, not today. Yun Ina, she's just too good. Brilliant birdie. Takes Im Jin Hee 3 under for this final round and 11 under par for the tournament. She's fending off the feisty rookie, Im Jin Hee. Unfortunately for Oak Park Guillaume, she's being left in the dust here in this final group. Still grinding over this 3-footer to remain even par for this final round, and 5 under for the tournament, which is now 6 shots back. 'Kay, well done. To take advantage of a crafty little shot into 14. Park So here still needs to look outside the left edge. Quite a bit of movement in this putt. No, not high enough. That's a shame, and wow, look at that run on by. It's almost the same length coming back for Park So here. Year-old turned pro back in 2015. It's only her 6th cut made of the season. Now, Choi Min Kyung. Well, she turned pro back in 2011, but only joined the KLPGA Tour in 2017. Spent a good 5 years on the Dream Tour, cutting her teeth, and she's cruising for One of the best ever finishers on the KLPGA Tour this week. For birdie to get to 7 under par. Oh, just needed an ounce more pace. Frustrating for the 29-year-old. Such a wonderful second shot from a terrible lie, and it's only a par. Now the snack stand has 3 more customers. I don't think Indian he's going to need to barter trade that ice pack. What she got? Pocky, little coffee bun. Tell you what she's got. It's a 3-shot lead. With 6 to play on the green. Lee won. It's downhill. It's not as quick as players think. She's given that good pace. She's due for one, and she's not going to get it at 13. A brave and brilliant effort from Lee Won, but 13 pars in a row. It's a picture of consistency, but it's just not good enough. You need a little charge like what Yoon Ina has displayed, and I like this club. Long hitter, play for position. Make sure you're coming out of the fairway. It's a 5-iron. Gotta find the fairway. Stay just into the first cut of rough, but it looks like, laying well back, she could be on an upslope, which is going to help her get lots of elevation. Now Yurim to recover the shot she gave away at 12. Agonizingly close. Choi Yurim birdied her opening hole, picked up another one at 7, but with 3 bogeys on the card, she's 1 over, well, even par, excuse me, this final round. Kim Jin Hee also going with less than driver, just a hybrid. A little draw off that fairway bunker right of the fairway. That one just nestling into the secondary cut of rough. Not ideal for Jin Hee. Still 3-shot cushion. She's thinking. She pars home. Could very well be good enough. Easier said than done. Now Giol. No let up here. This is the big stick. Interesting play. Hasn't swung it well today. Hit half of her greens in regulation. About half of the fairways hit as well. It's an important time to put a good swing on this one at 13. And quick pickup of the tee. Cries a good shot from the gallery. You can see why. It's an excellent tee shot to the narrowest part of this 13th fairway for Park Gi-yeol. The galleries continue to build around this final group at the Birch Hill course. 45 holes here at the Yongpyong Ski and Golf Resort. Park Min-ji, the leader in the points list and the money list, not here this week, but she'll be keen to defend her Daibo House D title next week on the KLPGA Tour. Do hope you'll be joining us for coverage of the 54-hole event then. Lee Won leads the Rookie of the Year points race, although Yoon Ina is making inroads, courtesy of some fine golf from the 19-year-old. She's working off 4 straight birdies, but off the straight and narrow at the short 13th, trailing Im Jin Hee by 3.
자, 플레이하겠습니다. 잠시 멈춰주세요.
Saw that ball of Imjin Hee just nestle into the secondary cut of rough. It's only 105 meters left to go. Just about to see the top third of the ball. And important. Just make sure you get it past the flag here. Don't come up short. Leave yourself a fiddly one. Still going to come and catch her. Yeah, that's a good, intelligent shot. You take the silly bogey out of play. Still a tough two-putt, but a lot easier than if she had to get it up and down out of the front trap. Three-shot lead. No need to take silly gambles. Now for Yoon Ina, it does look like it's a bit of an uphill line. 97 meters left. Gotta hoik this one up in the air. Just carry it on the front edge. Only way to get it close here. Well, that's the problem when you're trying to hunt down Jin Hee, who's not making mistakes. Sometimes you make some unforced errors of your own. That was about a yard away from being good. Just tugged it a fraction. And now he's got that short-sided bunker shot I was talking about. Jin Hee. Advantage. Jin Hee on the 13th, up on 14. E1, another great tee shot. Accessible pin location today in a little bowl. Keep feeding. It's another good shot. And Lee Wan's got to get the putter heated up to have any sort of chance. And she'll still need help from Im Jin Hee. Catch up with Lee So-mi, who unfortunately is all the way back at 1 under par. Took a bogey at 14, a double at 15. Second shot on the way to 16 now. Yep, and that's more like it. Good shot from Lee So-mi, which is 2 over par. This final round after dropping 3 in the last 2. That's what faces Park Gyeol on 13. Took a gamble with a driver off the tee. This is the perfect spot to be playing from. 57 meters left. Trying to pick that one cleanly and just off the bottom groove, a couple of grooves low for Park Gyeol. Can't take advantage of a perfectly placed tee shot. Im Jin Hee started the day with a 2-shot lead. Yoon Ina took a double early. The rookie working off 4 straight birdies, but bunkered at the 13th. It's still Im Jin Hee, 3 shots clear. down to the bunker. You have to play it like a bunker shot. Fan open the club face, try and pop that one up high and soft for Ina. Not bad. It's an important couple of moments coming up. Im Jin-hee on the green, but no guaranteed two putt. Ina with about 7 feet for par. Jump up to 16, and Lee So-mi trying to get back to 2 under. That's for a birdie, but look at the amount of swing that's going to be in this putt. It still wasn't enough. Well, another disappointing Sunday for Lee So-mi. Thought she was going to put a little run together to going out in 35, but yikes, bogey double. Round 14 and 15 put pay to her challenge. Im Jin-hee, how are the nerves feeling? Difficult to get the pace right from these long-range 60-foot downhillers. And that one is woefully short. The first real sign of nerves from Im Jin-hee in this final round, and she's going to be putting for par before Yoon Ina puts for her par. A little bit of tension at the top, which means Lee won. This birdie could be huge for her. She's owed one. She's hit some fabulous shots today, gone unrewarded. And another one slides by for Lee E1. That putter ice cold. This hot summer's afternoon at Yongpyong. Park Ki-yeol didn't hit the best of pitch shots. Has this for birdie. It's carrying some speed. A good positive stroke for Park Ki-yeol. Poor second shot. Unable to capitalize after a brave driver off the tee at this short par 4. Let's go up to the 15th hole. Checking with, I believe this is Park Hyun-kyung in the right rough. No, it's Choi Min-kyung. So out of the right rough with a 6-iron. Pins in the back right, cannot go at the flag here. Got to look out left. Couple of bunkers short right. That would be big no-nos, and ooh. This one heading left in a hurry. It's going to work out fine. A bit Hideki Matsuyama-esque, but look at the putt that she's left herself. Across the spine, up a tier. It's a green regulation, but it's no guaranteed par. Big putt coming up for Im Jin-hee. Here at 13. This for a par to avoid a first drop shot of this afternoon. She is up to the task. That's a huge par save for Im Jin-hee. Outside right edge. Centre cut. Brilliant 2-putt from 60 feet. Keeps the scorecard clean. Keeps her at 11 under par. This is Park Hyun-kyung. Middle of the fairway. The 16th. So Lee So-mi get it close. Hyun-kyung coming in with a little bit more club. 146 left. It's a decent shot to the heart of the green for Park Hyun-kyung. Will it stay there? Just about. Over to you, Yoon Ina. Just seen Im Jin-hee drain that. This is when you start to think, what do I have to do claw back the deficit. Has to stay within 3. Not easy. There's a lot of swing. That's another great putt from Yoon Ina. She's one putted her last 5 greens in a row. She's not going anywhere. Very impressive display this Sunday afternoon. Guillaume for her par. All right, well done. He's hanging tough, Park Guillaume, but no ground gained. Level for this Sunday, still 5 under for the championship. Choi Rim ahead on the 14th. What we hope is a putt for birdie. And that's a putt for par. That's one she will manage. 1 over in this final round. Just inside the top 10 in a share of 7th as things stand. The one will just brush this one in to stay a shot ahead of Choi Rim. 14 in a row for Lee E1. Inside the top 5. Continuing to impress in this rookie campaign. Let's have a look at the par 4 14. Second shortest par 4 at the Birch Hill course. 312 meters. Very similar to the 13th hole in the sense that you want to be playing out of the fairway, particularly with today's accessible hole location. That bunker on the right, a big no-no for the players. Slender fairways, these short holes, and it's an elevated green that the players will be hitting up to on the 14th. But that hole location, as I mentioned, right in a little collection area, so very accessible. Good chance to find a much-needed birdie for someone like a Yoon Ina. He has been perfect all throughout this week. Young, popular ski resort in the winter. It's a wonderful mecca for golf in this eastern portion of South Korea in the spring and summer months. Yoon Ina, 2 shots ahead of third, 3 shots behind Im Jin Hee. She's being aggressive here. It's a driver on the 14. Really pinches in, but if you can carry that bunker, which she has, oh, that is in excellent position. She stamped that bunker by a good 20 yards. It's an enormous tee shot from Yoon Ina. She's throwing down the gauntlet, not backing up one bit. Curious to see what Im Jin Hee has in hand. Oh, it's a driver too. She's a pretty long hitter. Averages just around 249 yards off the tee. In the top 15 in the driving distance stat category on the KLPGA Tour. She'll be looking to take it over that right-hand bunker like Ina did. Picks the tee up, she knows that needs a soft bounce, which it got. Okay. In the fairway, she'll be playing first. Choi Min Kyung. Can she figure out the humps and hollows at this 15th? Up and over the rise, then it shoots right, works back to the left. And that is an outstanding effort from long range from Choi Min Kyung. Still work to do, but nicely done. A runner-up on the KLPGA Tour, Choi Min Kyung. 2018 Lotte Katana Ladies Open and the 2019 Kyochon Honey Ladies Championship currently running in solo third at 6 under par this week. But it's Im Jin Hee, as she has been throughout the course of the week, with her name firmly affixed atop the leaderboard. She leads Yoon Ina by 3, with 5 holes left to play. Now, comebacker for Min Kyung. Good 2-putt. Really good 2-putt from Choi Min Kyung. Solo third pays 64 million Korean won. A nice bit of change for Choi Min Kyung. Ahead on 16, Park Hyun Kyung. Really slow putt. Uphill all the way. Gave that a good wallop. Gave that a good run. It hasn't quite been the Sunday that Park Hyun Kyung was hoping for, but she'll take good confidence from her performance this week. Currently running inside the top 10, would be only her third top 10 of the season. Now, Guillaume missed the fairway at the 14th. You see the top quarter of the ball, really. Just look right at the TV tower, trying to land it on the front edge. Use the slopes to your advantage. Release on. Come on. Come on. Okay, not bad for Guillaume. Jin Hee. Middle of the fairway. Looks to be a gap wedge in hand. 75 meters left. Pretty much fire straight at this pin. Excellent from Im Jin Hee. Her foot firmly on the gas pedal. She's asking Yoon Ina all the tough questions. Sunday afternoon. You want to win in your rookie campaign? You've got to out-golf me, and no one has been out-golfing Im Jin Hee this week. Yun-woo drained a long one at the 13th. She's gonna drain a long one at the 16th to draw level with Choi Min Kyung. 5 under in her last 10 holes. Great going from Choi Yun-woo. Yoon Ina. Just a little shoulder-to-shoulder lob wedge left from 53. Oh, got it to grab a little bit too quick. Would have looked so good from where she was standing. But with how hot her putter is, don't write her off. Making another 3 there. Up to 16, and Hyun Kyung. A bit of cleaning up for a par. No, 3-putt bogey. Yikes. Park Hyun Kyung drops to 3 under par. Still in a tie for 9th with Lee Gi Phuem. Park Hyun is really freshening out there. About a foot of break in this one for Guillaume. Not enough. It's been the story of her Sunday, really. Just hasn't been able to get any sort of momentum going. Started with a bogey at the first. Still level par. Still running inside the top 5. Cruising for another solid paycheck in 2022. Would have seen that putt, so she knows it swings a fair amount. Does she take more break? Or does she hit it a little firmer? From what we've seen this week, she likes to see her balls go in with pace. For a right-handed golfer, much rather have a right-to-left breaker than a putt that moves away from you. Jin Hee, see her coin there in the right half of your screen. A much easier putt for birdie. To continue to pile the pressure on for a fifth birdie in 6 holes and to get to 9 under par. Not to be this time for Yoon Ina. Just a fraction more pace would have done the trick. So charge has stalled a fraction for Yoon Ina. A couple of pars at 13 and 14. Im Jin Hee, she's got a look to stretch the lead to 4 again. Adage, golf is a game of inches, and if you're Im Jin Hee, you are licking your chops here, putting straight up the hill. Hardly any movement in this putt from Jin Hee's angle. So nice and positive with this. A 4-shot lead. Well done. Smack at the back of the cup. Im Jin Hee gets to 4 under par in this final round. Stretches the lead to 4. He's playing the best of any golfer at Birch Hill this afternoon and all week long. Down to 16. And Choi Min Kyung has company at 6 under. 28 left, back right pin. Tough to get it all the way to this upper right tier of this green. See a lot of players end up in the midsection of this green that's 42 yards deep. The charge of Yoon Ina stalls with a couple of pars at 13 and 14. Im Jin Hee with a 4th unanswered birdie of the day returns their advantage to 4 atop the leaderboard, cruising towards a 2nd KLPGA Tour title with just 4 holes left to play. McCol was hoping to break her string of pars on 15. I think she'd happily take one here. Well, the course owed her one for the first time in about 2.5 hours. I don't think she's disappointed with a par. That's a nice save for the rookie at the 15th hole. Now up to 16 and Choi Min Kyung with a slow, sluggish putt up a tier. Just over 45 feet to the hole. Judged very nicely indeed for Choi Min Kyung. Barely kept her card at the end of last season, finishing 58th on the money list. Currently sits 44th on the money list. Could almost double her earnings to date if things ended the way they are right now at Birch Hill in a tie for third. First look of the day at Park Bo Kiom, who has this for a 2 under par round of 70. That's a frustrating way to finish, but a 1 under par round of 71 will leave Park Bo Kiom at 3 under par. And that's the clubhouse target for the moment, albeit 8 shots behind in Jin Hee. That eagle at the 10th, the highlight in the day of Park Bo Kiom. Yoon Ina is Jin Hee's closest pursuer as they march up the 15th hole. 19-year-old at 8 under par. Championship leader at 12 under. You've seen she is capable of fireworks. Can make birdies in bunches. With 4 holes left to play, might need to run the table to have any sort of chance. The 15th is where we find the final group of the day, the 368-meter sweeping dogleg left par 4. It does play slightly downhill off the tee shot, and it's one of the more generous-sized fairways at Birch Hill. Once you do find the short stuff with your driver, you play slightly uphill to this green that is 40 yards deep. You've got to be coming out of the fairway, or the left half for that matter, because the pin today cut in the back right section. 12 from the right edge and 26 from the front, just at the top of a little swale. The final 4 holes at Birch Hill, some of the toughest the players will face on the back 9. The long 15th, the sharp dogleg right 16th, and the long par 3 17th. The gauntlet that the eventual champion will have to conquer.
80까지는 칠 수 있어.
Route to victory. And Yoon Ina is only 4 back, or 4 shots back, I should say, hardly only, has hit a wild one here on the par 4 50. Have a look at the stats of the day. Not the straightest display of driving, but she's hit some wonderful iron shots and some very good putts indeed. She's going to work out her line and yardage. Park Gi-yeol hasn't been a stellar display off the tee either for the 23-year-old, and there's a reason why. It's one of the hardest holes on the golf course. Only 3 birdies today, especially with this hole location, playing just about half a shot over its par. She is so far offline there. I'm not sure what kind of option she has. I think Park Gi-yeol's going to have a crack first. We saw it from Choi Min Kyung. If you're coming out of the right rough, can't look at the flag. Just anything on the left half of the green from 150 for Gi-yeol. That looked like a very heavy lie. It just got caught up in it, and she's still in the secondary cut of rough. One of these 3 players in the fairway, the toughest hole at Birch Hill this final round. Jin Hee has the luxury of that 4-shot lead, with Yoon Ina in trouble. Even a bogey here damage Imjin Hee's chances too much. You figure Ina's going to make par at best. Bogey very much a possibility. Just want to eliminate the big number, so left edge of the green would be the sensible line for the championship leader. That one popped out high off the face. Oh no. Into the first of those three bunkers. God, could that be embedded? We'll have to see in just a bit. Have a look at what faces Yoon Ina here, well right off the tee. And from where our camera was earlier on, I'm not sure if she has a shot. Sort of over the trees or even around the trees. If she can somehow get this on the left half of the green, or even left of the green, it should be okay. I seriously doubt she's getting up and over that. She has a slight uphill lie, but she is pouring over this decision.
55 정도 치면
Taking her medicine and just exploring the chop out option. So many amateurs or weekend golfers very quick to just select the club and pitch out sideways back to the fairway, not thinking about the shot they want to leave themselves from there. Ina's worked out the kind of shot she wants to have in for a third. It's all about trying to place your ball within that vicinity, so it's just a punch out for Ina. Back in play, not the left half of the fairway, so that opens up the green a fraction. $1 million question now is Imjin Hee's ball embedded in that first bunker on the right-hand side? Because if it is, certainly rather be where Yoon Ina is, in the fairway, can control the spin. Just a long pitch left to this back right pin. So drama developing in that final group. Jump up to the penultimate hole. It's a 5-iron to the back left spin for Choi Min Kyung, but she's leading like this is leaking right. Steady, steady. Oh, that looks like a nasty light. Just in the rough for Choi Min Kyung. We'll have to see when she gets there what kind of options she has. Drop back to 16, and Choi Rim has just been treading water. Solo 7th right now at 4 under par. Cruising down the prize money breakdown list. That's good enough for a 24 million Korean won paycheck, but still opportunities await. I've only seen Lee So-mi get to this back right tier so far today. 38 meters left, but you saw from that graphic, does play significantly uphill. Now, just coming up a club short for Choi Rim. Done safely on the green up to 15, and that's what Yoon Ina faces. Carry it just past that, the crest of the ridge. Pitch on the downslope with a bit of spin. Pitch it on the downslope, but unfortunately got no spin coming downwind. Leaves herself a putt for par, and that's, I'd say, the most important thing. It will be from about 20 feet. Now, E1, a hole ahead. This one coming in a little bit low. Is it going to chase up? Ah, just a touch right for Lee E1. no picnic. Downwind out of the second cut of rough. Pitches away from her, just coming over a trio of bunkers. Tough to stop this one close. Just decelerated there. Oh, she's coming unstuck on the hardest hole on the golf course. Guillaume, there are problems for all three players in this final group. Jinhee bunkered there. Okay, it's not plugged. That's the good news. The bad news is it's one of these sort of 30-yard bunker shots. If anything, the breeze is going to help in Jinhee here. You can visualize just carrying it sort of past that second bunker, a yard or two past that trap, right on the top of that knoll. It will release out. Really, she'll take anything in that section within 15-20 feet for par. Don't get cute with it. Make sure you clear the traps. Great technique, great execution. That's all she needed to do, really. So both Jinhee and Yoon-ina lengthy putts for par. Jinhee has a 4-shot lead. Okay, Choi Min Kyung. Awkward little stance here. Ball nestled down, but green to work with on 17. Look out a little right. That ridge should kick the ball left halfway. Oh, that came out very soft and slow on her. Keen to avoid a second drop shot of the day. And oh no, this is awful for Park Gi-yeol. Buried underneath the lip, can barely make a stance here. Got to be careful because the severe uphill lie, it's so hard to use the ground, get any kind of leverage to create speed. Speed is what you need with embedded lies. There's a very good chance this ball is just going to pop up and roll back into the bunker for her. See the quandary she's facing. She tries to get both feet in that bunker. It's very soft face. With no leverage. If she gets that right foot out, Sevi Ballesteros-esque, he lowers the center of gravity. So either way, she's not going to be able to get much purchase on this ball. There's a lot of sand in the face of these bunkers at Birchill. It's problematic for here's the option to take an unplayable line. Drop it in the bunker with a one-shot penalty in line where ball rests right now on the flag, or she can drop it out of the bunker for an additional shot penalty. The golf implemented a couple of years back.
이게 해서 안 되면 이 공이 밑으로 이제 내려올 거야.
쳐가지고
강하게 쳐.
52도 치는 게 나으려고?
Get this one
이거 나올 수 있어.
out of the sand. Mighty big hits. A fourth shot now for Park at 15. Dear, I don't think that's going to be any easier. She'll still be standing in the bunker. That ball just held up. And the long grass around these traps. It's all turning into a bit of a disaster for Park Gi-yeol at the 15th. While she deals with that, up to 16 we go. And Lee E1. Very nicely played from E1. Well, that could be a 16th par in a row. This for par at 17 for Choi Min Kyung. Oh, how about it? What an up and down that is to keep her in a share of third. Choi Yerim. Seen this putt a few times. Oh, great effort. Fifth shot now, 15. Just about easy stance. Really de-lofting that club. Hold that well. Steady on Gio. Yes, it's the secondary putter rough at the far side of the green. Expensive hole this 15th for 26-year-old Park Gio. Got to take care with this one for Choi Yerim. So it still wants to move considerably to the left. Park Hyun-kyung 3-putting about an hour ago from a similar spot. Okay, no mistakes for Choi Yerim. Stays in 7th place all by herself. Par putt for Im Jin Hee on the back of 15. Snuggle it up close. Don't need to be too bold with this one. Keep going, keep going. Just about okay for Im Jin Hee. Here is Park Hyun-kyung at the home hole. Third shot into this par 5. And playing a very nice one indeed. Excellent stuff from the 2-time KLPGA Championship winner. A chance to finish off her week in style. Park Yeol playing 6 from through the green on 15. It's a great little pitch, but whoa, steady on. And for a triple bogey 7. Even if that does go in, it'll take Park Yeol out of a share of 5th and dump her outside the top 10. That's a difference of about 20 million Korean won. I think Im Jin Hee just moving her marker. It's on the line of Yoon Ina. Oh, she's hit some great putts today, Ina. This would be to stay at 8. Im Jin Hee going to drop at least 1. 2 shots in 3 holes. Not insurmountable. Around this closing stretch. Just right to the left.
거리감만 이거는 거리감이야.
네.
Right off the tee, had to leave in a second. Pitch to here. This is a bit of swing. It's going to be a little bit slow coming uphill slightly. About 2 feet of break in this. Oh, go on, go on. Ah, just shy. Bogey 5. It's back to 7 under. Trails by 4 if Im Jin Hee pops that one in for a bogey. E1 ahead on 17, unbeknownst to everything going on behind her. And 9-9. This is a big whack for the 19-year-old. As she hung the club face open, didn't quite time it up, and it's even worse than where Choi Min Kyung was. This hasn't quite materialized in this final round for Lee E1. It certainly hasn't panned out for Park Gi-yeol on 15, because this is for a triple bogey 7. That is ugly reading for Park Gi-yeol fans. Back at 2 under par. Well, at the last, Choi Yun-woo. He's going to make some good long-range putts today. This is the longest of the lot. Well done. Great bit of touch from Choi Yun-woo. It was a rough start, going 2 over in her first 6, but if she pops that one in, that's going to be a closing round of 69. Only Choi Hee-young recording around in the 60s so far today. Now, Im Jin Hee should be a formality this, but is anything a formality back 9 Sunday? Both Ina and Jin Hee drop shots at the difficult 15th, but it's this lady who's 4 shots clear with only 3 holes to play. On the 17th, Choi Ye-rim. Is that one not turning back? Oh, it's tried just the wrong side of that ridge. No problems for Choi Ye-rim, middle of the green. You happily take that on the 17th. To the last par 4 the players face on the Birch 9 at Birch Hill. Ina got to get it down past the apex of the fairway. Aim it at the temporary green just through the fairway. Driver in hand. One place you can't afford to miss off the 16th tee is right. The crowd seem to like it. And that's why. Good tee shot. He's up the middle. There's Yun Ina. 16 trailing by 4. A breakthrough victory on the KLPGA Tour, but running out of holes. He really just ran to a buzzsaw in Im Jin Hee this week at the Yongpyong Resort. Probably the last scary tee shot at Birch Hill, the 16th. Just no room for error. Left half of the fairway, even left rough, not a problem. Solid has Im Jin Hee looked over the ball this week. No troubles there. Don't have any tree trouble. Opens up the green. 4-shot cushion with 2.5 holes to play. To the last in Park Hyun Kyung for a round of 71. No, that's just about summed up her year. So close to being good, but just not quite her best. A level par 72 to close for Park Hyun Kyung, but a third top 10 finish of 2022. And for Choi Yun Woo, this to return only the second round in the 60s and what has been a brutally difficult day at Birch Hill. This for a 69 and to post 6 under par in the clubhouse. Well done, Choi Yun Woo. 2 over in her first 6, 5 under in her last 12. All 3 rounds in the 60s. She ends the week at 6 under par. So Choi Yun Woo's low round equaling 69. Leaves her in the clubhouse at 6 under, but it's Im Jin Hee who's fending off Yoon Ina right now. 11 under par and 7 under par respectively. Jin Hee looking to collect some more points for the Hazzies points list, try to make inroads into that massive lead that Park Min-ji has built up for herself off the back of a third win of 2022. This is the 16th, and all 3 players safely negotiating their tee shots. It's going to be Park Gi-yeol first to play, head spinning after that triple bogey 7 at the last. So beautifully framed by the tall birch and pine trees that are such a prominent fixture at this 72-hole championship layout. Designed by Ron Freem. Opened 15 years ago. And that's been the problem for Park Gi-yeol this afternoon. Just hasn't been up to her best ball striking wise. Only hit 8 greens of the 15 she's played already today. See the elevation she's dealing with, 7.5 meters uphill. Feels like 160 from back here, all in. And we saw Lee Yuan there. Not a terrible spot to miss on the 16th hole. Just coming unstuck on the inward stretch is Park Gi-yeol. Now here is Lee Yuan with a much tougher assignment to save a par here on 17. Trying to get that one to release on. Keep trucking, keep trucking. Yeah, that's well judged from Lee Yuan at the 17th. That'd be for an unprecedented 17th par in a row in this final round. The ball of Im Jin Hee lying okay in the secondary cut of rough. Doesn't have to go at this flagstick. Carry this 140 meters. Front third of the green, it will release to that popular middle tier. Oh, wow, got a jumper there. Wow, that's a bit of an unforced error going through the back of the green. No easy up and down from there. Haven't seen anyone over the back of 16 yet today. No, she's got a 4-shot lead, but it might be a little bit too close for comfort if Yoon Ina sticks it close from 112 after that mammoth tee shot. Stay there, stay up. Oh, it's just gonna catch the ridge, is it? Oh no, that's gonna feed down to the middle tier. Not quite, but advantage Yoon Ina on 16. Jin Hee with a 4-shot lead over the back of this par 4 in 2 to 17. Choi Ye-rim. Long range effort for a birdie 2. Stays wide for Ye-rim. He's a shot better off than Choi Rim, just to keep things that way. Inside left edge. Streak of pars comes to an end at 17. Lee drops her first shot of the day, slips back to 4 under. But Im Jin Hee hanging on at the top of the leaderboard. 4 shots clear of Yunina, who has a birdie look at 16. Your championship leader just over the back in an awkward spot on the final par 4 here at Birch Hill. The action here at Birch Hill culminating round the 16th green in this final round of the 8th McCol Mona Park Ladies Open at the Yongpyong Ski and Golf Resort. A big old flopperoo required from Im Jin Hee, a tournament leader at the back of 16. Junhee leads by 4. And a pretty poor lie in this thick rough behind the 16th green. Club face fan wide open. And that one is gonna just about stay up. Oh, catches the fringe. That's a good break for Im Jin-hee. That one was a foot or two right, so easily could have rolled down to the middle tier of the green. Up at the last, Choi Min Kyung, long way back for her third into this closing par 5.
좋아. 야.
Choi Yeon-woo's clubhouse target of 6 under par. In Kyung on that mark at present, safely on the green. It's going to be tough to find a birdie 4 from there, though. Park Gi-yeol. Simple little up and down left on this 16th. That is very nicely played from Park Gi-yeol. 4 is secure, just hanging on inside the top 10 in that 3-4-way tie for 9th right now at 2 under par. After taking a 7 at the 14th, backhand to par on 16. Why not? Excuse me, the 15th is where she made her 7. Now to the last, and Choi Min Kyung. Left to righter, working downhill. Oh, that one was a little weak from Choi Min Kyung. And the clubhouse target 6 under. Min Kyung with that to join Choi Yeon-woo with a 2-10s total through 54 holes. Big moments coming up here. Yoon Ina with the ball of Im Jin-hee. You see at the top of the screen, not even on the green. Potential 2-shot swing, but only if this one drops for the 19-year-old rookie. This for birdie. So close to another long birdie putt finding its target. It wasn't far off, but it'll be a par at best for Yoon Ina at the 16th. Min Kyung, a lot of money on the line here. This to stay at 6 under. How good has she putted on this inward half? A lovely 70 to close. 3 rounds under par, 6 under par at the end of the week. A great finish for Choi Min Kyung. Now Im Jin-hee for her part at 16. Bit of movement from the right. Okay. Not going to drop, but snuggles it up close enough. The lead is going to be trimmed. She stands on the 17th tee. It'll still be a 3-shot cushion. Just 2 holes left to play, closing in on tour title number 2. Back-to-back bogeys for Im Jin-hee. Slip her back to 10 under par. Ina. Just an inside right edge putt. Okay, that's well done. 3 back, 2 to play. Crazier things have happened in the game of golf. We head up to the penultimate hole at Birch Hill. 370, 164 meters on the scorecard, but it plays a little bit less than that from an elevated tee. It's a wide green, it's a deep green, 40 yards long, with the pin today tucked all the way in the back left section, the 6 from the left edge. Tough pin to get close to. But if you can, get does offer a birdie opportunity. Ina with a 7-iron. Towering draw required. Really piled the pressure on with a good one here. A bit unlucky, just kicks off that bunker shoulder that protects this pin position. Safely on. So putts like that already today. We're at the last Lee E1. Okay, leaves it up, leaves it handy. Just at the left edge of this fairway. Cruising for another top 5 finish this week. A rookie season that has continued to impress. EO. As long as Ina, so 5-iron.
샷. 거리만.
Looking good. Again, sort of straight to the point. Tough to get close to this pin. That section of the green just before it pitches downhill quite hard. Easy to see a lot of balls running through. Choi Year rim. Second shot out of some thick rough right of this fairway.
아니면 퍼드를 해야 되는데. 하는 말이에요. 포기했으면 퍼드 해.
Not going to be playing her third out of the fairway either. That's a bit of a mistake from Choi Year rim. Unable to get that ball back in the short stuff at this closing par 5. Jin Hee hit a terrific 7-iron en route to a birdie here 24 hours ago. Part of the green will do. It's a 5-iron for Jin Hee. Seems like plenty of club with adrenaline coursing through her veins. And it's just gonna be okay for Im Jin Hee. Right. She's hanging in there. 3 holes to go, 3 shots ahead. As the action reaches its crescendo this Sunday afternoon, Im Jin Hee still clinging on to a 3-shot cushion over the hard-charging Yun Ina. Cho Yun Woo matching the low round of the day. A 69 for Yun Woo leaves her level with Min Kyung at 6 under in the clubhouse.
한번 해볼만 하지. 치를 왜 이렇게 쳐야 되는데? 그렇죠. 안에 다 들어와서.
There were problems for Park Gi-yeol.
각을 핀 쪽으로
Toughest hole at Birch Hill.
할수 있으면 언플랩을 하는 것보다는 한번
68
해보는 게
meter 415. Eventually taking a triple bogey 7. We're being made aware that she was assessed a 2-shot penalty for building a stance in the face of that bunker. So now that triple bogey has turned into a quintuple bogey 9. The news getting from bad to worse for Park Gi-yeol, who now finds herself back at even par outside the top 15. You really can't blame her. It's just so tough to try and get any kind of stance in that bunker. A 2-shot penalty assessed, a 9 on the card. We head up to Choi Ye Rim on 18. Lucky that ball stayed short of the thick rough. Still coming out the first cut, but a lot easier task. 30 up the hill. Nicely played shot from Choi Ye Rim. 30 her opening hole. Not much to cheer about since. Back to 17. And Im Jin Hee, championship leader by 3. Left it club off the back foot, trying to drill a low little bump and run. Some excellent touch from Im Jin Hee. A championship to lose with 1 to play. Couple of bogeys at 15 and 16. Looks assured of a par at the 17th. Lee Won. A talented teenager. Birdies on the scorecard today for E1. A share of 5th with playing partner Choi Ye Rim. A really good look here. Prime position on the 18th fairway. Just 63 meters left to this elevated target. Underneath the hole for a birdie. Drop back to 17 and the sad tale of Park Gi-yeol. Third shot now. Just imagine what's going through her mind right now. Over on the back 9, and that all came on 1 hole. Still with a good 15 feet for par at 17. But this to keep things interesting. Yoon Ina for a birdie 2 to get within 2 with 1 to play. These look so good over the putter this final round. Soft hands, keeps the structure so beautifully. She's held a couple of long range putts. This would be the most important of the lot from 30 feet on the penultimate hole. Go on, middle of the cup for Yoon Ina. That's her 5th birdie of the day. Im Jin Hee's lead is just 2 with the par 5 18th to play. How many feet of putts has Yoon Ina hold this Sunday afternoon? Watch this again. It went in with authority. She's birdied both par 3s on this back 9. Yoon Ina is gonna fight and scrap tooth and nail with Im Jin Hee all the way to the death, and that's what you like to see on Championship Sunday. Up on the 18th, Choi Ye Rim not going to find a birdie at the last. Disappointing round of 1 over par 73 for Choi Ye Rim. it's another solid week's work for Year Rim. So she and most of this field going to head over to the Daibo House Tea Open next week, where Park Minji will be defending one of her 6 titles she won last year. 73 to close for Choi Year Rim. And for the moment, that's good enough for a share of 5th. Gio for her part. Dear. That's no gimme for bogey. She started the day at 5 under par, in a share of 3rd. And even if that putt drops, she'll fall to 1 over par, and that'll be just outside the top 20. It's an expensive and costly back 9 for Park Gyo. Over par and a share of 22nd spot after starting the day just 3 shots behind this lady, who now only has a 2-shot cushion with 1 to play. Good up and down from Im Jin Hee. She led by 2 at the start of play. She leads by 2 with the par 5 18th to go. Lee Yi-won for sole possession of 5th. This for birdie at the 18th. Well, it's a first birdie of the day, comes at the last. Lee Yi-won signs for a level par 72 in this final round. Sole possession of 5th. Another great week for Lee Yi-won, who will move past 350 million Korean won collected through 13 events this season. It's been a rookie debut to remember for Lee Yi-won, but it could be a week to remember for Yoon Ina if she can find a way to pile the pressure on Im Jin Hee with a birdie at the last. It all starts with a good tee shot here, though. She trails by 2 with the 18th to go. Certainly held nothing back with that tee shot. Well, that's a monster drive up the right-hand side. I've hardly seen anyone in that territory all week. Saving the best for last, Yoon Ina. Seen one eagle on this 18th all week long, and it came from a certain Hwang Jong-mi, who holed out from 78 meters yesterday afternoon as we were winding down play for the day. It is possible, and like we say time and time again, crazy things happen in golf. And when Im Jin Hee won her first KLPGA Tour title at the BC Card Han Kyung Ladies Cup, it was courtesy of a final round 66, a birdie finish to break out of an 8-way tie for the lead to clinch her lone KLPGA Tour title. She's still in pole position, 2 shots clear, with a driver at the last. Pop that up slightly in the air, but it should be fine for Im Jin Hee. Par gets it done, you feel, for Jin Hee. That's a good way to kick things off. Two more good swings away from a second KLPGA Tour title, barring a miracle from Yoon Ina. Park Gyo, the clubhouse couldn't come fast enough. A player who's 6 over the final group Sunday. group making their way off the 18th tee. It's been an enthralling watch this Sunday afternoon at Yongpyong. And as it was at the beginning of the day, Im Jin Hee, 2 shots to the good. The 24-year-old looking to add more silverware to her mantle. Ina, the 19-year-old rookie, doing everything she can for a breakthrough title of her own. Trying to race to the clubhouse. Can't wait to get out of here, you feel. You can spare a thought for her tonight. Really been a nightmare back 9 for Guillaume. Nice layup on the 18th. So, Im Jin Hee, one more good swing here. Got a 3-wood out, trying to carry it past that fairway bunker on the left. Fairway does open up. Keeping a keen eye on that one. She is going to be pleased at the result. Right edge of the fairway. Marching up the fairway confidently, but that's, well, the two ladies who still control their own destiny. Jin Hee up by 2. Ina, don't even think with her power she'll be able to get on the dance floor. She can get as close as possible, though. 222 meters left to this uphill final green. Spin out of that a bit, but I think she's just rescued it at the bottom. Oh, I tell you what, I counted her out. I thought she couldn't get there. She flew it onto the front edge. That's remarkable from Yoon Ina. What a golf shot. Into the final hole on Sunday. 2 shots back. An eagle look to come for Yoon Ina. She's carried that effectively 240 meters in the air. Look at this. I mean, she didn't hold back with the tee shot. Didn't hold back with this. Brilliant stuff. Under pressure from Yoon Ina. Well, we had a playoff last week at the BC Card Han Kyung Ladies Cup. Park Min-ji dumping out Park Ji-young. There was a playoff at the Korean Men's Open at Woo-jong Hills with Min-kyu Kim beating Ming-yu Cho. Dare we entertain the thought of a 3rd playoff of the year on the KLPGA Tour? Yoon Ina will be hoping for bonus golf. Im Jin Hee just asking her to go away at this point. This is supposed to be a coronation. She led by 5 at the halfway point of this final round. She still leads by 2, but her closest pursuer, what looks to be like a 25-foot eagle putt at the last. Still very much in Im Ji's hands. 3rd shot to play into this last hole. But wow, what a shot from Yoon Ina. She's gained a lot of fans this week. 19-year-old, already a popular player. She's going to be a superstar of the future. I can guarantee you that. That is this Im Jin Hee's time. That Bushnell, that rangefinder, it's going to give her yardage, but it's also going to tell her exactly where the ball of Yoon Ina is. The fans that have taken the 2-hour drive outside of Seoul Yongpyong this Sunday afternoon have not been disappointed. Guillot sizing up her third shot. If she could find a way to make a four, and feel like that would only be justice, she would finish inside the top 15. Level par right now, a share of 14th. 1 over par, we find Park Guillot a share of 22nd. So there still is a bit of money to play for. She squandered quite a bit of it on this back nine. 95 meters left for Park Guillot. Straight over the flagstick, and well, she's going to be giving Yoon Ina a bit of a line read, slightly different angle, but very similar spot on the green that she'll be putting from. I think Im Jin Hee knows, though, if she sticks this wedge shot close, it's game, set, and match. There's not too much trouble around this pin position on 18 today. You take a really poor shot to miss the green from where Im Jin Hee is. Nothing more Yoon Ina can do. Putter in hand. Eagle opportunity awaits. Im Jin Hee inside of 15 feet. Given the circumstances, she'd be very happy with that. Stick it close. Championship is hers. Third shot for the tournament leader into the home hole. Game, set, match. What a shot for Im Jin Hee into the 18th hole on Sunday. Yoon Ina with an eagle look. Im Jin Hee with the two-shot lead produces that piece of magic. With wedge in hand, she's been so good all week long. Have another look at this. Couldn't draw it up any better. Even if Yoon Ina pops in that putt for eagle, Im Jin Hee has got that for the win. Be a fair result. She's played so good all week long. In Jin Hee was better at Birch Hill in 2022. Stellar stuff from the 24-year-old. Pro 6 years ago. KLPGA Tour debut in 2018. Waited a while for that breakthrough title. She's minutes away from claiming a second tour championship. Ina has thrown everything but the kitchen sink at Im Jin Hee this afternoon. After that slow start with the double at the third, it would prove costly in the end. I mean, she's made some great birdies. It's all for naught. Just going to come up short on this occasion. Park Guillot. Well, don't think there's a spectator in that gallery that wouldn't want this one to go in. For Park Guillot. This for birdie. Not going to make it for Park Guillot. Well, it's been a real rotten last 90 minutes for 26-year-old Park. Down at the back nine within 5. Looks like she's going to finish at least 12 shots behind the tournament winner. Ina for only the second eagle of the week on this closing hole, and it would be to temporarily join Im Jin Hee at 10 under par. forcing Im Jin Hee to make her little 3-footer for birdie. This would have to drop. Not a hard putt. Everything moving off to the right. Slightly downhill. And that putter work its magic one more time. Oh, it had the line. It just needed a little bit of pace. I'll tell you what, that is some playing in the final group for the first time on the KLPGA Tour. Matches the low round of the day, a 69 for Yoon Ina. Going to come up just short this week, but that's her best ever finish on the KLPGA Tour. She read the line right, just needed a little bit more pace. What an inward half, 32 coming home for Yoon Ina. Unfortunately for Park Hyo, inward half of 42. 78 leaves her just outside the top 20. Im Jin Hee, 2 putts from here to win the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. I suppose it would only be fair if she closed it out in style. She's simply the best at Birch Hill. Im Jin Hee, a winner on the KLPGA Tour for a second time in her career. Goes wire to wire. Im Jin Hee, your winner of the 2022 McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. A brilliant battle with 19-year-old rookie Yoon Ina down the stretch, but it's the 24-year-old Im Jin Hee who gets doused in water, picks up her second tour title and 144 million Korean won. Brilliant playing, only dropped 4 shots all week long. Did Im Jin Hee now move inside the top 10 on the KLPGA Tour money list with 144 million to go along with 146 already banked through a dozen events this season. Well played, Im Jin Hee. You're the winner this year of the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. More from Yongpyong Resort in just a couple of moments.
세레모니가 어딨어요?
카메라 한번 봐주세요. 카메라.
안녕. 그리고 제가 했어요. 뭐 어떻게 해요? 예.
한 번만 더, 한 번만 더.
먼지 풀풀 난다.
한줄 끝난 거야?
네? 뭐 끝났네. 아이고 어떡해.
박수 치고 졌을 거죠?
네.
그럼 체크해요.
부를게. 저예요?
너야.
아, 저 그냥 주세요. 제가 볼게요. 부를게.
네.
437 443 453
네.
432 445 424
네.
포포린 걸리.
3번 확인해.
하나, 둘, 셋. 둘, 셋, 넷. 넷.
아 진짜 한 번 더 있어요? 안 보인다니까. 누구 얘기하는 거야? 안 보인다니까 진짜. 너희 저 가운데니까. 진짜 진이가 안쪽이야 지금. 친구들 이쪽.
그럼 하겠다.
윤희 낙선이 3736호 맞으세요?
네. 이거 드릴까요? 언니? 드릴 거. 고마워. 멋있어. 뭘 멋있어. 네가 더 멋있었어. 나는 거기서.
353469 맞으세요?
네. 수고하셨습니다. 난 네가 거기서 올라갈 줄 몰랐어.
투.
Championship that dates back to 2015. First won by Jin Young-ko, the current world number one, and then it was the turn of, and then rookie, Lee So-young in 2016. Choi Hye-jin won it as an amateur in 2017 before Park Chae-yoon lifted the prize in 2018. All 3 rounds in the 60s for Park Chae-yoon when she lifted the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Then Choi Hye-jin became the only 2-time winner of this event when she won as a professional in 2019. And it was the turn of Kim Si-won, formerly known as Kim Min-sun 5, back in 2020. Kim Hae-rim triumphed in a dramatic playoff over Lee Ga-young in 2021. Defending champion missing the cut this week. It was all about Im Jin-hee, who adds her name to the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open Trophy for a second win, a wire-to-wire victory at the Yongpyong Resort this week. show you what transpired on a fascinating Sunday afternoon at Birch Hill. Im Jin Hee started the day with a 2-shot lead and wasted no time stretching that to 3 after this beautiful approach into the opening hole. Last year's BC Card Han Kyung Ladies Cup champion popped her advantage to 3 courtesy of that birdie at the first, so 9 under par early on set the pace for Im Jin Hee. Yoon Ina had all kinds of problems at the par 5 third. Penalty area off the tee, lost ball, struggled around and actually did very well to drop just 2 shots. That was her 6th and popped in this putt for what you could say was a good double bogey 7. But it left her with a lot of work to do early, falling 5 shots behind Im Jin Hee's target. Then on the 9th, Ina started to find her form. A big tee shot, only 98 meters left. Played a very handy wedge in close. And then this confidence-building putt kicked off quite the run for the 19-year-old rookie. Im Jin Hee's lead was 5 at the turn. Jin Hee, well, was cruising along nicely. Ina backed up her fine shot into the 9th with an even better one into the par 5 10th. That set up back-to-back birdies, which took Yoon Ina back to where she began the day at 6 under. But Im Jin Hee would be the first player this week to double digits under par. Second birdie of her round, moving her to 10 under, 4 shots clear. At 11th, Ina would continue to pile the pressure on. This 30-footer from the middle of the green, perfectly judged for pace and line. It was 3 in a row for Ina, breaking out of the group at 5 under. Getting her to within 3 shots of Im Jin Hee. And then at the 12th, this was something special. For 4 in a row, Yoon Ina, Im Jin Hee already in close for a birdie. There was absolutely no let-up, playing like a seasoned veteran in her first ever year on the KLPGA Tour. 4 birdies in a row, closed the gap to just 2 at that point, but Im Jin Hee was up to the task. A brilliant 7-iron off the tee and a well-holed putt returned her advantage to 3 once again. And at the 14th, Jin Hee continued to press her advantage. Well-placed tee shot, approach wedge from 75 meters to the easiest pin on the back 9. Jin Hee making short work of that, using the slope and spin to leave herself in the easiest possible spot. A 4th birdie of her round and a 4-shot cushion, just 4 to play.
감지 말고 그냥 들고 오세요.
There were problems for Inji and Yuna on 15 and 16. Jin Hee already in close for a par at 17. And Yoon Ina would continue to ask the tough questions. A birdie 2 on 17 meant the lead was just 2 with 1 to play. And on the 18th, well, we were treated to some fantastic shots. First from the rookie. Haven't seen a player get home in 2 so far this week. But Yoon Ina saved the best for last. 222 and uphill to this closing par 5. Carried it on the front edge and set up that putt for an eagle 3. So, ball in Im Jin Hee's court. But Yoon Ina first needed to hold the putt. Downhill, looked good all the way, just running out of steam. But a birdie finish to tie the low round of the day. The career best runner-up finish for Yoon Ina. Picks up valuable Rookie of the Year points. A solo second finish plays on 88 million Korean won. Lots of reasons to smile for Ina. But Im Jin-hee, having watched Yoon Ina find the green in 2, knew she just needed to stick one close, and that's exactly what she did. A delightful shot under the most intense pressure, and a simple birdie on the last for a 2-shot wire-to-wire victory and the second KLPGA Tour title. 4 rounds in the 60s recorded this Sunday at Yeongbyon. None better than Im Jin-hee, who's standing by to collect a second KLPGA Tour trophy.
일생에 단 한 번도 기록하기 어려울 만큼 참 특별한 기록인데요. 이번 대회에서는 그 행운의 주인공이 나왔습니다. 그 주인공을 만나기에 앞서서 시상자를 모시도록 하겠습니다. 시상은 용평 HJ 모나파크 신달순 대표이사 사장님께서 수고해 주시겠습니다. 앞으로 모시겠습니다. 네, 그럼 바로 행운의 주인공을 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 시상자는 3라운드 2번 홀에서 홀인원을 기록한 안선주 선수입니다. 축하드립니다. 네, 홀인원 시상품은 M20의 3천만 원 상당 마요미러 EMS 올인원 헬스케어입니다. 다시 한번 축하드리겠습니다. 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 안선주 선수 기념 촬영이 진행됐습니다. 다시 한번 축하의 말씀을 전합니다. 자, 그럼 이어서 오늘 시상식의 하이라이트라고 할 수 있는 영광의 챔피언에 대한 시상을 이어가도록 하겠습니다. 시상은 먼저 1화의 김상균 대표님께서 해주시겠습니다. 자, 그럼 이제 영광의 우승자를 소개하겠습니다. 2022 맥콜 모나파크 오픈 및 SBS 골프 영광의 챔피언은 1라운드 67타, 2라운드 69타, 최종 라운드 69타, 토탈 204타로 11언더파를 기록한 임진희 선수입니다. 축하드립니다. 우승 자켓을 전달해 주시겠습니다. 네, 이어서 우승 트로피가 수여되겠습니다. 와이어 투 와이어 우승을 차지한 임진희 선수. 우승 자켓이 정말 잘 어울리는 모습인데요. 기념 촬영이 진행되고 있습니다.
감사합니다.
네, 임진희 선수 축하드립니다. 다음으로는 SBS 미디어넷의 김대용 사장님께서 우승 상금 1억 4,400만 원을 수여해주시겠습니다.
자, 앞에 오세요.
네, 마지막까지 명승부를 펼쳤던 임진희 선수 우승을 정말 축하드립니다. 계속해서 용평 HJ 모나파크 신달순 대표이사 사장님께서 버치의 골프클럽 명예회원권을 수여해 주셨습니다. 부탁드리겠습니다. 마찬가지로 기념사진을 촬영하도록 하겠고요. 네, 다음은 이완 김상균 대표님께서 맥콜 3년 증정권을 수여해 주시겠습니다. 네, 그리고 우승자 우상인 프레드리 콘스탄스 시계, 코지마 안마의자, 클리트 주얼리 세트를 수여해 주시겠습니다. 너무너무 축하드립니다. 네, 이렇게 부상을 수여했고요. 마지막으로 한국여자 프로골프협회 김순희 수석 부회장님께서 꽃다발을 전해 주시겠습니다.
앞에 보세요. 너무 잘했습니다.
네, 이번에 앞서는 테니스로 우승을 차지한 임진희 선수 너무너무 축하드립니다. 이렇게 극적으로 우승을 차지한 만큼 소감을 들어보지 않을 수 없겠죠.
Well, Mum and Dad have a lot to be proud about. Im Jin-hee, now a two-time winner on the KLPGA Tour after going wire to wire this week at the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Well, Yongpyong did not disappoint this year. Some quality golf was played. Im Jin-hee stands tall amongst her competitors after 54 holes. That'll just about do it from our coverage this week at the McCol Mona Park Ladies Open. Have a wonderful Sunday ahead. Congratulations, Im Jin-hee, and we'll see you next week on the KLPGA Tour on Friday, the 8th of July, to start the 54-hole Daibo House D Open, where KLPGA #1 Park Min-ji looks to defend her title and add a 4th championship of 2022. We'll see you next week from Siowon Valley. Congratulations, Im Jin-hee. Commiserations, Yoon Ina, no doubt a star in the future. But it's all about that lady, your wire-to-wire winner at McCol Mona Park this week. But until then, this is Timothy Lowe saying we'll see you at Siowon Valley on Friday, and goodbye for now.